Today we're going to be discussing a comparison between two wing chairs, one being HFA's and one being a competitor's. We'll be discussing the weaknesses, the strengths, the construction and the assembly of both chairs. We're going to be discussing the back part of it, and we're going to talk about the strength and the weakness of both these two chairs. As you can see, that basically the competitors, they've just put two areas of webbing and some scrap fabric just to hold everything not falling through. The unfortunate part of that doesn't give you is any elasticity for any comfort on the back. With the one that we do, as you can see, there's 5 bits of webbing that we put on it. There is a lumbar, there's a head roll under here to be able to give you an ergonomics for when you sit on it, you can actually sit comfortably in it. In this part, I want to discuss the structure of the back foam. Our particular chair here has a two-part back foam, one being a heavier grade to be able to hold you when you actually lean back on it, and this is a much softer one to give you the comfort level. So when you actually lean back on the chair, you get the nice comfort here, and if you can see, the back part actually supports you. It's quite disturbing to see this sort of back foam structure on our competitor's chair. They have got one piece of quality foam, although the foam is fairly soft, which is fine to have, but there is no firmer back support on it. The disturbing part about it is that they've used what we consider skin foam, which is when we buy a pack of foam. This is the top and bottom layer that we normally throw out. Different densities, different thicknesses. As you can see, one's skinnier, one's about 30 mil, 20 mil. This is a skinnier part again, and I've just added another bit of scrap all the way through it. Okay, another part that we want to touch on is basically the legs and how they're fitted and the thickness and strength of the leg. These particular legs here now have been put onto lug screws and a T-nut. Not something that's really today suitable in a commercial application. In this particular case, this is a brand new chair. In on delivery, it's already broken. One of the things that we found with this type of setup is that throughout the time the legs tend to move around and you end up with a loose leg. Eventually that goes loose and the leg will fall off, which could become quite dangerous. With our arm, the one that we particularly make ourselves, we now have incorporated the leg into the actual frame itself. As you can see, this is the back leg section. We actually glue it, nail it and screw it together. Another thing that we do, we put our front legs on metal plates. This is a 5mm plate. We have 4 screws on it, and our legs also, as you can see, a lot thicker, a lot stronger. As the chairs get slid around and moved around for everyday usage around a nursing home, a hospital or a retirement village, these sort of legs are no longer suitable in a commercial application or in a aged healthcare application, to be honest with you. Springs is something that we don't recommend at all to be used in a commercial application because springs do break. These things all day, they do hold them in place. They are plastic. The suspension that we put in here is the Black Cat. It hasn't got a lot of elasticity on it, so which supports you fairly well when you're sitting down and in a more sitting position rather than a sinking position, which is the other area I want to discuss in this particular part of the frame is the structure of the frame and the strength of it. To be able to have this, the Black Cat suspension system, you can see the amount of bracing that we've put on it in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 corner blocks, and we've got hardwood in the structural areas. With this particular frame that we've got here, I'm not too sure how it'll actually cope well with the rigorous use of our commercial, but there is no corner blocks on it. They've just put a couple of cleats here. Not sure if that will brace it correctly. I certainly wouldn't trust it. And how we've put the frame in here with the front part of the kick panel being on the inside. Normally on a correct structure you'll have the two sides and then that at the front to give it extra strength and nothing will cave in. With the hard usage that these chairs get in a nursing home or a retirement village or hospital or wherever they are put for a commercial, one of the things you don't want to see is that kind of wobble, because that stability is the stability of the whole chair basically, and you can see that that could easily break. With the one piece side, same type of back, no matter how much you try to swing it around, you get very little movement out of it, with really almost an impossibility of the chair actually ever breaking or falling apart. This is the arm of our competitor's chair, and after having a close look at it, it actually really has not been built in a very good, strengthful, correct way. Scrap's been used in areas. The other thing that we also found with this particular arm, and throughout the whole chair for that matter, there was no glue anywhere, and framing nails have not been used. This section here is the wing part of the arm, and it is separate to the main structure of the arm. Normally you would want to have it all as one piece. Our competitors decided to make it a little bit, let's do it differently really by having it loose. Something that we wouldn't recommend, because the bracing on it will not be strong enough, and again, because of the way they are being used in nursing homes and hospitals, unfortunately they are dragged from the wings, and these wings will just snap off with time. This is the structure of our arm, and I've got one that hasn't had any of the upholstery put on it or any of the foaming put on it, just to show you how we make ours. It's notched in, it's braced underneath as well and under the chair, so it cannot, this centre part cannot break. The wing is also fully attached, so when the chair wants to get moved, because it is an easy way to move it through the wings, the whole thing is attached